Child hunger is increasing across the Gaza Strip, according to Palestinians and aid organizations.
And some of those kids that's real starvation stuff. I see it, and you can't fake that.
The IPC, the UN-backed scientific authority on food emergencies, reported famine conditions in Gaza, the most dire assessment since the war began. Pallets of food at this massive stockpile on the border could help address that suffering. Instead, they've been left rotting in the blistering summer sun. Both sides now trade blame over who's responsible.
We care about the people of Gaza. We are feeding them, and Hamas and the UN refuse to feed them because of many reasons.
I'm at the Kerem Shalom border crossing between Israel and the southern Gaza Strip. It's one of only 2 entry points for humanitarian aid. The Israeli military invited journalists here to show us what they say are piles and piles of aid that the UN and other relief agencies are refusing to pick up and distribute.
The UN is used to work in war zones all over the world. Why wouldn't they do it here? They stopped distributing food since we opened the distribution centers ourselves with the GHF. Now, you will judge yourself. Is it from political reasons? Or is it because they care about feeding the Gaza people, the people of Gaza?
The UN is telling a different story. They say the Israeli authorities are creating obstacles that are making it impossible for them to do their job. These include restrictions on movement, security concerns for humanitarian workers, and long wait times at border crossings.
Obstacles like those have created what residents and humanitarian workers say is the worst hunger crisis of this war. The IPC report says 16 children under the age of 5 have died of hunger-related causes since mid-July, compared with 7 children during the first half of the year. Israeli officials blame Hamas for the crisis or dismiss it entirely.
There is no policy of starvation in Gaza, and there is no starvation in Gaza.
But with global condemnation rising, Israeli officials announced a tactical pause in fighting and said they would establish safe routes for humanitarian aid. Humanitarian workers say what's needed now is a surge of food.
The UN says that it has enough to feed Gaza's entire population of more than 2 million people for almost 3 months. A lot of that food is here, at the port of Ashdod. Here, WFP receives shipments from all over the world. Things like flour, nutritional supplements for children, and boxes of date bars. The goods are loaded up on trucks and taken to one of 2 border crossings into Gaza. Since Israel eased restrictions on Sunday, the UN says that on average, 60 of its trucks are getting into Gaza each day. Even with more food entering Gaza, the population is still extremely desperate, and almost every single truck that enters the strip is looted. Humanitarian workers say they want to flood the zone with food. They believe that if Gazans believe that more food is coming and every household has a bag of flour, they'll be less desperate and less willing to risk their lives joining massive crowds that are overtaking convoys.